After The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, my expectations were pretty low for the Hobbit trilogy. But next up, I had the one that is widely considered the best out of this trilogy, The Desolation of Smaug. To hear my thoughts on this film, keep watching this review. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Dominic from Dominic Talks Movies, and if you're new here, I talk about movies every single day. Videos like reviews, rankings, reactions, and all that sort of stuff. So if you like that kind of content, please subscribe down below. I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of August, and if you could help me out, that would be much appreciated. Now, with all that being said, let's get right into the positives of The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug. Now, a few things that are notable here. One being the pacing was, for the most part, fixed. I don't really know how they did it because it is still the same. It's still adapted from the same book that the first one, but I guess they just decided to adapt the right things and kind of expand on the things that are more interesting, because this one felt like it went by a lot faster and it was a lot more immersive for the entire runtime. Also, Bilbo as a character definitely grew. It was cool to see like his confidence increase and kind of like, especially, it was just cool to see him doing things that he wouldn't be able to do in the first film. And you could see that his development was coming through and that he was increasing his confidence. He was able to do more things. And that was just really cool. Also, good writing to give Bilbo that kind of development. Also, obviously, the action sequences are still amazing. There's a lot more of them in this film. One of my favorites being the barrel like chase scene, I guess, when they're on the river outside of the Wood Elves kingdom per se, and then their kind of escape on the barrels, and there's like the elves and the orcs are all fighting and all this stuff. That was really cool. I actually thought that was really awesome. And just all of the action sequences, to be honest, were just super well done, as is basically every other one in this trilogy. But it was, with this film, it was like it was happening all the time. So we got more good action sequences rather than in the first film we got good action sequences followed by filler that was boring and then action sequences. This one was just all the way through good action. And then obviously at the very end, we have Bilbo and Smaug in the Lonely Mountain when Bilbo is trying to find the Arkenstone. That was really cool. We get to see Smaug for the first time kind of as a whole thing. It was really good. But now to get into the negatives of the film. Again, a similar problem that I have with this film that I do with the first film. The dwarves are not very well written. Like, again, we don't really care for them. We don't get any backstory or development with most of them. There's only like 2 or 3 that you care for, but like, I don't really. It's just, we don't really get to know who they are and all that sort of thing like we do Thorin, who is the only one you actually care for because he's the one that actually gets backstory and development and exposition and whatnot. So then that kind of builds his character and you're kind of rooting for him. So when things don't go his way, you feel bad. And that's what you're supposed to do with the character. But with these other dwarves, they're kind of just there. Half the time, they're just there for comedic relief. And half the time, the jokes don't even land. So, I mean, I don't know. The dwarves aren't very good characters in my personal opinion. But they do get, obviously, Gandalf is a really cool character. Obviously, Bilbo's a really cool character. And obviously, Thorin's a really good character. But other than that, they're not very good. And I don't know about like the romance doesn't really work in this one for me, between Toriel and Feely, I think it is. I don't know, whatever one of the twins has the black hair. That relationship doesn't really work for me. It's just really weird. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to give The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug in 76%. It is a good score, not a bad one by any means, definitely an improvement upon the first film, but still nowhere near as good as any of the Lord of the Rings films in my opinion. And that's just because these films the subject matter and like the story isn't as interesting to me. And that is gonna do it for my review of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. This, I think, will be my favorite of the Hobbit trilogy, but I guess we'll see what happens. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like on the video to help support my channel, and also subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so you never miss one of my uploads. As I said before, I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of August. If you guys could help me out or share my channel with your friends to help me out even more, that would be much appreciated. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.